What's up, guys? It's Frankie Finn. For those of you guys who don't know me already, I'm the author of the book Beyond the Agency Box. Since 2007, I've built up, 3 different agencies to about 100 plus simultaneous clients, and I've helped hundreds of people worldwide to live this whole beach agency laptop lifestyle and do it in a way where your clients get happy, where you sell stuff, and you deliver ethical value and people stay for a long time. I want to talk to you guys about an advanced topic, which is growing through virtual assistants and the whole kind of McDonaldized effect. Because if you understand this, really, you can grow an agency without you and still have like the things you're really anal about and want done your way, actually done your way, and have clients be happy and have all deliverables and dates made on time and all that good stuff, but without you doing it. So let's get into how to do that. By the way, I meet many brilliant agency owners that say stuck in the freelancer stage because they're unwilling to either learn how to hire people, or they just simply think I do everything better myself, and so they can't let up that control. And it will limit you in stage one, because in stage one you have the maximum output of your efforts and your efforts alone, which is usually anywhere from 40 to 80 hours a week if you're working real hard. And once you max that out, that is it. You will reach capacity in your agency. Just talked to a guy, I don't know, he had like 5-10 clients. He's like, I'm working 80 hours a week. I want to scale this thing up. And I'm like, well, I hate to break it to you, brother, but as long as it's just you and your agency, you ain't scaling anywhere past the 10 clients you already got. Because I don't have a secret formula to make you not work 80 hours a week. Or I don't have a secret formula to invent 80 hours a week. If I did, probably be a little richer than I am. So here's the deal, okay? For those of you guys who want to grow and have people, the way to do this is to think about your business the way McDonald's kind of runs their business, okay? McDonald's can have great people. They can have like really awesome quality employees. I'm not talking Grimace and Ronald McDonald's. I'm talking the people who actually make the burgers. But here's the deal, right? Does McDonald's need superstar A+ employees? Absolutely not, right? McDonald's does not depend on superstar talent help. In fact, usually it's kind of a running joke. Simpsons and other shows have made fun of that. You can have some pimply faced 15-year-old, awkward socially, crushing it in those fields because they can be the burger superstar. And just a little aside, a friend of mine in high school used to work at McDonald's as the manager. He got paid 40 cents an hour more to be the manager. And he told me, I asked him what the hardest part of what your job is, and he said, at the end of the day, my fingers would hurt from counting so much money. So shed a little tear for that notion. My fingers hurt from counting so much money every day, getting arthritis counting all this money. And of course, they're paying somebody like $6.75 an hour to do that. So if you had a choice between great processes and great people, and ideally I would encourage you to have both, but if you could only have one or the other, I would put all the money into processes. In fact, when agencies sell, by the way, or businesses sell, and they're almost never buying, hey, my super duper 1, 2, 3 ranker system. They're buying the processes and they're buying access to the customers, and that's it. And so that's how important processes are, is when a business goes to sell, they're as valuable as those processes are. So a little bit about this, if you've never done this before, we got a couple of our mastermind members going through this for the first time. They're getting big, they need teams, and it is a fucking grind. I have no nice way of saying that. Like, creating process is very rarely fun for people like us. Creative types that want to sell, want to help people, want to grow businesses. In fact, usually quite the opposite. It's a grind, it's awful, you got to stare at a screen, you got to make checklists. But I'll tell you, once you finish this, this just happened to one of our mastermind members, Kyle. Kyle had his first $100,000 month, and probably 3 months ago I was talking to him and he was about halfway there. And the problem was he was working all day. And I said, Kyle, it's going to be a miserable journey for you because you got a complex deliverable called SEO, but you got to document everything step by step and get your processes out of your head and onto a checklist so that anybody can do what you do. And lo and behold, a little while later, Kyle had his processes in order, and he also hired a manager to look over people like he was doing. And all of a sudden, like, this weight was lifted in his agency because he no longer had to deliver anything. Those pieces got taken care of without him. He has a guy named Craig now. Craig looks after everything, and Craig follows Kyle's processes and procedures, so Kyle can breathe easy at night knowing, hey, I'm really particular about how my SEO is done because I want quality for my clients, and it's his quality getting done because they're following his processes, his systems. By the way, I went completely dark for a second there. So when you do this, by the way, like, it really, really hits home with the freedom.
Sons of Internet, I am Frankie Finn.
Frankie Finn is 7 feet tall.
Yes, of heart. Signs up clients by the hundreds. And if he were here, he'd consume the trolls with fireballs from his eyes and bolts of lightning from his ass. I am Frankie Finn. And I see a whole army of my internet here in defiance of tyranny. You've come to watch us free men. And free men you are. What will you do without freedom? Sons of Internet, you've come to watch us free YouTube users. Free you are.
It's only the greatest movie ever made. If you like something else, you're wrong. I'm just kidding when I say that, guys. It's all personal taste, just preference. So anyways, if you're going through this scaling up with virtual assistants, it's going to be so important that before you actually bring in a virtual assistant, that you have clear processes for them to follow. Because they're going to walk into your company and they're going to be looking to you for guidance and direction. And I'll tell you what most people do. They go, can you run my Facebook ads? That's such a broad, open thing that nobody knows what you want. But if you go, hey, I'd like you to run my Facebook ads. We have these 7 process videos. Watch them. I'm going to need you to execute on them. When you get this right, by the way, when you got your processes dialed in, this is how I do it. My agency, I'm not saying this is the only way, but you can send people into like a software like ClickUp or Asana or Trello or one of these project managers. You can give somebody the SOP, the standard operating procedure. They can watch it and they can execute the steps and not have to talk to you because your instructions are in video or your instructions are step by step in a Google Doc, and therefore anybody can step in and do what you do and do it your way. Now obviously they're not going to be as good as you, they're not going to be as fast as you, but I'll tell you, what ends up happening is you do this, your output goes from your own little personal 40 hours or 80 hours, like if you're an extreme, like hardcore work ethic kind of person, suddenly you start having 200 hours of output and 400 hours of output. And you start thinking more about how you can do things in a leveraged way, like what are the things that are working? How can I scale and automate those? And what will happen is, eventually you will get to a point where the clients come in even when you're not selling, they get happy results even when you're not delivering, where the client experiences are being rocked, especially from a communication standpoint. They're being informed, they know what's going on, and you are not the one doing those things. You are the one who created the systems that do those things. And when you do that, you can almost manage your agency like a high-level kind of puppeteer, evil genius. And when you do that, things get rocking and rolling. So I'm going to go hang with my peeps, by the way. They're way down there, gone for a walk on the beach. I'm going to go catch up. Stop talking to you guys, even though I love you. Much love, and if you're not already subscribed, make sure to subscribe, and may the force be with you.